After going back to the silence room, Wei Wuxian could no longer hold back and sucked little Lan Wangji's soft cheek fiercely. Little Lan Wangji was surprised, but seemed to quite enjoy it. The next day, when they went to the orchid room, the juniors noticed one side of his cheek was swollen, and asked, "HanGuang Jun, what happened to your face?" Lan Wangji replied calmly, "Nothing." Today was the Guqin lesson. HanGuang Jun had always been the most skilled with the Guqin in the Lan family. When playing a piece, Jingyi couldn't help but praise. As expected of HanGuang Jun, though he becomes smaller, his Guqin melody is still as beautiful as ever. Sijui agreed. Indeed. Suddenly, a sharp sound startled them. They looked up to see little Lan Wangji's short fingers struggling to reach the strings farthest from him, but to no avail. A few days later, Lan Qiren returned, thinking about how much the junior's studies might have fallen behind lately. He headed to the orchid room to check. On the way, he heard the younger ones bustling but orderly, going to the orchid room in twos and threes, saying, "Today is HanGuang Jun's lesson, hurry up. And if you're late, there won't be any seats." Lan Qiren thought, Wangji is back? Sure enough, he is my most outstanding student. When he teaches, the juniors are much more enthusiastic. I must go see. On the way, he unexpectedly met Wei Wuxian, carrying little Lan Wangji to class. Both were caught off guard and quickly called out, "Uncle!" but got no response for a long time from Lan Qiren. He seemed like someone struck by thunder, his soul detached, and his mind only had one thought, "I have a grandnephew?" Wei Wuxian had no choice but to speak to bring him back. "Uncle, it's not what you think." After explaining, Lan Qiren examined little Lan Wangji closely. It was exactly his appearance at that age. No one else looked like him. Clearing his throat, he said, "I see." Wei Wuxian said, "But it's okay. Clan leader Lan is searching how to handle this." After that, the two bowed simultaneously. "Uncle, it's getting late. We have to go to class. Goodbye." After they left, Lan Qiren slowly exhaled, then, with 2 breaths, flicked his sleeve and turned around, not going to the orchid room, but back the way he came. In these days, the silence room that people and animals always detour around gradually greeted some of the old-fashioned. Little Lan Wangji, in child form, seemed to awaken decades of dormant affection for children within them, although they were discreet about it. Wei Wuxian, who had roamed mountains and seas before, immediately noticed the toys and lotus pods they brought with them. Mischievously, he said, "Although Lan Zhan's appearance has changed, his nature hasn't. So there's no need to treat him as a child. But the gifts you bring, I believe he will definitely like them." He turned to little Lan Wangji and winked. Lan Wangji showed no expression nor rejection, allowing Wei Wuxian to collect them. The juniors, under Sijui and Jingyi's leadership, also brought various little trinkets. This time Wei Wuxian didn't have to intervene, and little Lan Wangji tacitly allowed them to be kept. When Wei Wuxian returned and saw the pile of things, he asked about them. Finding out how it was, he pretended to be disappointed. "I'm really jealous. No one gives me anything." Little Lan Wangji paused, put down the teacup, picked up a bracelet from the table, placed it on Wei Wuxian's wrist, and then said seriously, "For you." Wei Wuxian looked at his wrist carefully and couldn't help but fiercely sucked little Lan Wangji's cheek again. The next day, the juniors noticed the other side of little HanGuang Jun's face was also swollen, and he seemed even happier.